Hello everybody, Firefalls here, coach of the Pan-Cham Pianist, and today we are starting our playoffs run in BFR Revival. We're up against IveryCoast, who I did not play during the regular season, so we don't actually have a rematch today. This is a brand new matchup. We, at the end of the season, after 9 weeks of play, entered at 6-3 with a differential 17, which put us in second place after Agent 7 barely inched us out with 2 back-to-back 6-0s. It was honestly kind of incredible. Can't be too mad about that. I'm excited that I get to play against someone who I haven't played against in the main season. Every match after this, if I win, today, will be a rematch. Ivory's the only person in the top 8 here who I haven't played, so I'm excited to get into it. And Ivory has some cool pieces that we'll look at in this matchup here. You have some pretty fast mons. 111 speed is a great speed stat because you're barely edging out Ogrepon. We got a couple speed ties here between Jirachi and Gyapdos, and then Iron Crown and Hydreigon. So there might be times where we'll see some speed ties. Who's to say? I mean, even on the slow end, you got Arbalova and Gastrodon that probably want to match into each other, but I'm not bringing Arbalova, so we're not going to see that come into play. Some scary pieces on this team, also based on watching all of what Ivory's played with this season so far. We've seen Wheezing come a large number of times. I can go to the breakdown and we can see the stats here actually. Where are we? Here we go. So we see that out of the 9 weeks, Wheezing came the most at 7. This mon is a defensive wall. It normally has something like Rocky Helmet, Pain Split, Will-O-Wisp, Sludge Bomb, maybe a coverage move. Wheezing is definitely a big threat, but I have a very good answer to Wheezing in Iron Crown. Iron Crown kind of shreds through this team like it does with a lot of other teams. I just can't, shred through everything. So I do have to play it carefully. Hydreigon also is a big threat there. We've also seen Blissey put in a lot of work as a special wall. See here, it's gotten 4 kills. As a seismic toss has probably won the ends of games. Surprisingly, Hydreigon has not gotten a lot of kills, but then again, it's only come to 2 games. I don't remember if Ivory's made any team swaps later in the season, so that could be the case, but who's to say? Screamtail's been very consistent. It's done bulk up sets behind sub. It's done just disruption sets. Kong has been, the team killer. It's 140 base attack or something like that, plus guts. And you're just destroying everything. Even Mach Punch is doing huge damage. And then Jirachi, be able to paralyze, get the body slam flinches, or Iron Head flinches, depending if you want to go for that side. It has wish passing capabilities, and then the Terra Captain, which is honestly pretty terrifying. It is Tornadus, 111 speed, is really nice for this. Especially because Ogrepon does not want to get hit with a falling type attack here. And then its offensive stats are just both really good. It is a little frail, so hopefully we can knock it down pretty quickly, but whatever terror this thing is going to be is probably going to define how the match goes, on Ivory's side at least. I have to watch out for Shell Smash as always with Poltergeist, and Serena is just a really great bulky all-around mon. Let's look at the team that we're bringing today. We're starting off with Iron Crown with an Assault Vest. I've ran Assault Vest and Iron Crown several weeks because it's just that good. This is a max speed, so I can at least speed tie with Hydreigon if I need to. I can outspeed everything else, and I don't like clicking Focus Blast. There are some mons that would get hit pretty hard by Focus Blast here, like Hydreigon and Heatran, but I typically don't like leaving things up to chance, and 70% just feels a little bad to me, especially if I'm losing Crown, which feels like a very important Pokemon here, because of a miss like that, right? But the potential of Focus Blast being there is something that I hope will scare Ivory some. We're going with Taki and Cutter. Future Sight. Future Sight is great because it either forces in Hydreigon or Blissey, which I can both take out with Zapdos. So that pair is going to be exciting. Psyshock lets me deal with Blissey at the same time. And then lastly, we got Full Switch, so we can get some momentum up. Now here's our Gyapdos set. We have leftovers. This used to be Life Orb, but I decided I kind of wanted longevity, because I am going for the substitute agility set so I can outspeed the whole team. That plus Thunderous Kick to lower some defense stats and Brave Bird to clean them off. Flying and fighting is always a great combo, and there's nothing on this team that resists it. You resist for fighting, Wheezing is just neutral for flying, and then you got Heatran, you got Jirachi, you got Screamtail. At least one of these moves is hitting something, right? Next we have our max defense Gyarados with Intimidate, Rocky Helmet. I will be weak to rocks with this, but I hope to keep them off the field with Mandibuzz. And then we have Roar to stop some setup options, Thunder Wave to slow things down, Taunt so that Blissey can't just do its thing, or Weezing can do its thing. And then I've EV'd enough attack so that Waterfall will most likely 3-hit KO Blissey if it needs to, which is enough damage, I think. Mandibuzz, we're going with a more... I don't think I've run knockoff on Mandibuzz the whole season, actually, but we're running knockoff so that we can catch some items. U-turn for pivoting, Roost and Defog. I didn't used to have U-turn, but then I realized even though I am max special defense, Heatran kind of eats through if it has Magma Storm, and I don't want to get caught in that, so U-turn feels necessary here. Ogerpon looks really good into this matchup with all the just various moves I have here. Ivy, Cudgel, Fire. Trailblaze is really only for Gastrodon, so it's the only grass type move I really need. Lokix does a lot of work here. It's really great into Heatran, into the Hydreigon. And then Knockoff. Knockoff is great coverage. It helps me with Poltegeist, helps me with Jirachi. Fire also helps with Serena. This Mon can be doing the big damage. It is outsped though by a couple, so we have to be careful about that. Hopefully we can get some paralysis off. And then Lokix is here. Life Orb, max attack. We're just going to be trying to do big damage with this. First impression looks great. We do have to worry about Serena being Queenly Majesty, but we can always just throw out a U-turn afterwards, right? But Hydreigon just melts in front of first impression. And Knockoff hits everything neutrally. There's no 4 times resistance. There's only one 4 times resistance. That's Heatran to Bug, which could have Flame Body, so we do have to watch out for that. But that is our team. Our game plan is kind of to set up Zapdos in front of something that wants to status it. So Wheezing, for example, might click Will-O-Wisp on a sub, so then I can get a sub, I can get Agility up, or I can just start attacking it down, doing little bits of damage here and there. Slowly chip it down. Pain Split does not go through sub. Throw off those future sights, come in with the Thunderous Kick or the Brave Bird, sponge the hits I need to, and then do big damage. So let's see how this goes. I'm gonna at Ivory and see if they're ready to go. Ivory, send to Fireballs. Okay. So playoffs match, here we go. This season has been really fun so far. I've really enjoyed my team. This is the first time I'm not bringing Jolteon. Jolteon felt fine here. Didn't feel great though. Blissey really walls it. Gastrodon, if it's coming, is obviously a problem. There are a lot of special sponges here, and I just didn't feel like it was as necessary as the other 6 mons that I brought. I'm also leaving behind Petra because I think Hydreigon is just too big of a problem, in addition to Poltegeist. Not Poltegeist, right? That's a Sinistea. Yeah. Or Poltegeist, right? Yeah, Poltegeist. Alright, well, we got our match, so let's go with it. And there we go. So, here we go. We got the defensive walls, we got the fast mons. Terra ground, that's kind of what I expected, to be honest. Especially because of Jolteon. Let's see. Let's first put this in live links. At live battling. So we got Heatran, we got Blissey. Who do we not have? Conk is not coming. Cool. That's great. Serena, not here. Gastrodon, not here. Jirachi, not here. Awesome. Poltegeist, not here. Okay. So out of these 6, who are the big damage dealers? Hydreigon, Tornadus, and Heatran. I mean, the other three aren't really doing too much damage. You could make a case that Screamtail can. This definitely is going to be a pivoting game, I feel like. Let's look at the type chart. Who's a good lead here? Fighting does pretty well into half of this team, and the other half not so much. Ground, not doing much of anything. I don't think I have any ground coverage anyways. So who do I want to start off with here? Let's see. I'm guessing we might see a Tauren lead here. I could also see Hydreigon lead here. Hydreigon, I think I'm EV'd as best as I can so that even with a Dark Pulse, I don't get 2-hit KO'd. Yeah, it's a 38% chance. And I have a 67% chance of 2-hit KO if it doesn't have investment. I think Tornadus is probably going to lead. So if I see a Tauren lead, could go for a knock. Knock off into me. If it is max attack, will do a ton of damage. There's nothing right now that resists Volt Switch other than Tornadus when it tears, which is not too bad. I don't want to really lead off with a passively like this though. I could. Is something going to set up immediately? I'm not sure. I don't really think so. I can always switch. Let's go Iron Crown first. Hydreigon comes out. Okay. Interesting. Gatis can kind of just turn into this pretty freely. Even if they nasty clawed up, they're still not killing. Even if they are modest, it will do big damage though. But I think this is always a switch to Gatis. I don't want to reveal my item and my moveset yet, and I do want my HP so I can deal with some of these other threats, especially Weezing. So I will go right out to Gatis. I will try to sponge this as best as I can, and then we'll go from there. It'll be good to get the item off of this or off of something else. If I come in on like a Draco or a Dark Pulse, I can get a knockoff. Dark Pulse does 17. 17. This might be Specs, I think, actually. Which is interesting. It's locked into Dark Pulse, I think. This is Specs Timid. Yeah, Specs Timid. Alright, let's get a knockoff on something, right? This is free. Heatran comes in. Give me your item. What do you have? I'm burned. That's okay. Choice Scarf. Okay, glad to get the scarf off of you. I don't think you really threaten me too much, but I don't want you going like to burn something. So I think I go for a Yui here, and then maybe I can bring out you. You're also Flame Body, so I can hit an Ivy Cudgel into you. Yeah. Let's go with the slow U-turn. So, if there is a rocker, then it's probably Blissey, because it's not Heatran, unless you are running Scarf Rock, which, you know, is valid. I like doing that. Knockoff on Flame, it doesn't really matter. I'm not here to do much damage. Like, the chip is the chip, but we U-turn out on you. And let's see, I did 30 into me. That's probably max. I'd assume that's max, right? And you're definitely, yeah, so because you're fast, that means Lokix should kill. They could make a smart switch here, but that's okay, you can switch out after. I think I go for the low kick into you. Let's see, what else could happen here? A switch into Weezing is fine. I'm taking Rocky Helmet, it seems, which, you know, kind of expected. That's fine. I can go out to Klonoa easily. I can also go out to Grandpa. Going out to Klonoa is super easy, even if you're like flying, not doing anything to me. If you're burning me, it's not doing anything to me. So let's go back to Klonoa. We know that you're specs, so we are speed timing. The specs are doing big damage to the ground, but yeah, wisping is fine. How much damage are you doing with wisp specs? 67 to 80? 81? I go for the top young cutter, I do hit 2 KOU, and I do big chip. Kinda like that. Blissey could come out here. How much does Blissey do from side shock? Not much. Oh, that's very tough. Not much. Let's go for the future sight. You're neutralizing gas. Right. I can probably go into gates and get a roost off here now, because you can't really do much to me. You can throw off a seismic, toss them to me, right? I don't think I really want to take the damage right now, because I do want to stay out of the range of one Dark Pulse if I really need to. But let's play it slower, I think. Go out to Gatus. If you double, that's fine. I can boost off now. If you have rocks, this is probably where you rock. Of course, a defog, or you can just switch. I mean, it doesn't really change much. Switch into Heatran. Hello, Heatran. You're not really doing too much to me. You're taking damage. I'm getting my chip. So I'm just going to roost a second time, because this is not actually doing anything to me right now. 34, yeah. That's not much. Can roost one more time. I want to be able to safely Yui out. So if I take 34, I'm down to just below 50, which I think is fine. So let's Yui out. Cool, I'm at 50% even. That's fine. I can sub. Go for the sub. If I go out to you, you definitely think that I have Focus Blast. I don't want to risk that though. It's early. Yeah, the problem is that my team is almost all physical, so Weezing might be a little hard to break. But I do like my sub here. We are Rocky Helmet still. I can get a pretty big Ivy Cudgel into you though. Ivy Cudgel into a knock, not bad. So because you're playing body, this is a free Cudgel. Take some big damage there. Goes up for the knock now. He pain split. Whatever. You can go for Sludge Bomb, which does some big damage to me admittedly, but if I knock you, a pretty good spot. Then you can set up. So I think we'll go for knock here. Get rid of the Rocky Helmet. For pain split, that's okay. Do I want Ogre for anyone here? Or do I just go for big damage? I can pretty freely go into Klonoa. I mean, make a pain split, which would not be great. You could be good into Torn if I get a Trailblaze off, but that is if I get a Trailblaze off, which is I guarantee you. Could also pretty freely go into Gatus here. I think I'm just trying to take you down. Because once this is down, I have like physical threats into everything, right? So now I can just volt out freely. There's nothing that comes in on volts. So I've brought you low. Alright, I've got you out. My physical threats are huge here. Who do I want in versus me? If I go out to you, it's probably Screamtail. If I go out to you, it's probably you, which is fine. Or no, I'm in with you, I think about you. Screamtail. You, it's probably still Screamtail. Kinda like Gyarados here. Doesn't really reveal too much. Stop some of the scary moments from coming out. I could also just go out to you and just try to get a roost off, because this team seems mostly special. This team is like almost all special, isn't it? So is this a physical torn if it's mostly all special? In that case it might be. I don't know. It's offensive. Yeah, let's go to you. You might be thinking this is set up because you don't see Intimidate come out. Screamtail comes out. I'm expecting a T-Wave, so maybe I go right at the Gatus. I could go right to Klonoa as well. You kind of do nothing to me. Klonoa's actually kind of free. Even if you have like Flames out, like, yeah. So this is pretty such Klonoa. T-Wave. I think I just go right for Takion. Go right for the Wolf Switch as well. It's fine, you're slowly tripping me down. So I am in the range of Dark Pulse now, so I do have to be careful about that, but that's fine. Inside my toss from here. I don't really care much about that if you switch out. I get a huge hit there. Ooh, that's great. First impression is free as hell. I could get burned, but even if I do, then I KO after. If I do get hit with a burn, so I KO after. I'll need to probably do a knockoff, which will do half. I think this does. Maybe switch it out. I don't think I got burned. Nice. Pretty sure that he kills. Always. I can also go out to Gatus for free. Get him a heal. Do I risk the burn? I don't want to be honest. There's no real safe play though, so I think I just risk it. It's fine. Burn? No burn? No burn? No burn? No burn? No burn? No burn? Phew. Okay. Whew. No burn. Okay, this is looking great. We have Wheezing down. Who do I want to force in now? I can force back in Screamtail. I can go out to you. I can go out to you as well. If you come in. I could go right up to you too. I could go right for the roost. I don't think anything hits me. I don't want anything to set up though. Specs Draco kills, then I get a free setup. I think I'm fine with that. Let's go back to Klonoa. could also go to Blissey. But yeah, no, you're gonna go Hydraven. If you go Sphex Draco, then I go out to you. I throw up. Agility, probably. But yeah, you gotta choose what you want to go for here. How good are you still? You're good into Screamtail. Good into Torn. Not really need like auxiliary damage on you. How good are you? You just kind of switch into this guy. So yeah, it's okay. If Gatus goes down here to a Draco, then you're dropping your stats. If you go for Dark Pulse, I'm pretty sure I just survive. I get a heal. Dark Pulse is not killing. Yeah. So you gotta make your choice here. Yui's nice, but can you kill? Torn might be able to. Weak Wing seems to be probably a KO here. Maybe. 32. Then I get a little free first impression. Right, little first impression is crazy to you. Half your HP if you're not. Which you probably are bulky, to be honest. I will try to restun you though, I think. So let's see. Hurricane. Hurricane, whoa. How much am I doing? I'm doing so very little. I don't think it really matters. I can just go for the UE here. Yeah. That's what's happening. And Torn goes down. Awesome. Who comes in? Probably Screamtail. We do have Hydreigon. Yeah, that makes sense. Gatus is free. There's nothing you can do to Gatus that really makes it free here. Vintage Reiko. 58. Ooh. Holy. Okay, but Nakanishi is free. It also goes straight out to you. I can still roost on Blissey. So how much is Draco doing? 0. Draco is doing nothing. And a miss anyways. I'm gonna go for the Bolt. If this doesn't work out, then I have to sack Gatus, but then I still get in with you. But yeah, that was my goal. Don't want to sub in agility. So I don't think you need to stay down. You can just go straight out to Screamtail. Sub agility. Let's see. Can you break sub? Ooh, nice. I am faster than you. Whoa. Whoa! Whoa, I'm faster than you. That's big. Alright, so this is not max speed. You know, of everyone here, Grandpa's not really needed very much anymore. So, I think I'll go Grandpa. Psychic Noise. T-Wave you. You can T-Wave me too. That's okay. Wish up. Who are you wishing out to? No one's taking damage. T-Wave again in case you switch. As it comes out. Very cool. Okay, we'll go for Taunt. Go to Paralyzed. Don't. You get paralyzed. I got to you. You guys will toss me. I Thunderous kick you. Maybe I should wait for you. Whoa! More damage than I realized there. Is this a problem? No, because of first impression now. Do big damage to someone. I think I actually just knock. With a 49. Let's do some math real quick actually, so I don't just like get goobed. 49 means that you are max defense, right? Yeah, that might have been goobing. There is a chance at KO, but it's not a great chance. So a U-turn out to Klonoa maybe? You could soft boil here. If you T-wave me, I could lose the game off of that. So I just do big damage, and I would go for a T-wave, probably heal. This could get tricky. But I can heal with Gatus if I go for Yui, right? I mean, you go for a side and then toss me, but... You are max defense. To be only taking 49 from me. I should have just gone for Thunderous Kick. That might have been a mistake on my part. Oh, and we get a crit. Okay. You've seen your whole set. You have to go Dragon on me. But regardless of what you do, I can come in after King of Sorrow, do some damage. I don't think I need Grandpa, because I can still heal on this guy, which could still be good into you. Is Grandpa doing anything coming here? I mean, I've already T-waved here. I don't really need T-wave. I mean, if I can get a T-wave off of you, that would be huge, but it's unlikely. So I think I sack Grandpa. You miss a Draco, I think. Oh, you're U-wing out. Cool. I'll taunt you, I guess. Psychic noise, you can't do anything to me. I go to you freely. I get a free knock here, or a free first impression. Either way. I think this time I go with knock. I go first impression always, because you have to switch. Or you just do damage. So go for the knock. Can't do anything to me. You don't want to taunt though. Nope, you're still taunted. So now I can knock a second time, and I can go U-turn the third time. Right? If I kill, that kills. So let's go knock again, and now we Cool. Lokix's game. This was 1000% Lokix's game. Wow. Yui kills. I go out to Gatus. No, Gatus just dies. So we'll keep Klonoa alive with Grandpa. And just in case we survive, we'll go for GG. So we won our first match in the playoffs versus Ivory. Lokix put in an insane amount of work. I'm so glad I didn't get burned earlier because that would have made it so much harder. Bulky Screamtail, scary, but Psychic Noise did let me sit in front of it with 2 mons, which is great. Very happy with how that performed. I did have to sack Popka pretty early just so I could take down Wheezing, but I think that was worth it. Just because the rest of my team is pretty physically biased and did really well there. Gyarados didn't do too much this game, but then again, this was almost all special-based team. Not a single physical Pokemon came. I'm not even sure. I mean, U-turn might be the only physical move here. But yeah, that's our first week of playoffs. So I will see you guys in our conference semifinals. I'm not sure who I'm facing, but you will see next week. So peace, bye.